Hello, it's me, Jason, and I'm back again with a new video. I know I'm a little late, but I'm gonna be making that up with a second video as soon as I get done posting this one. So please stay tuned and please watch, like, share both of them. Thank you. Um, but today I'm going to be doing kind of something that's not really making enough rounds in the mainstream news, and it should be. You see, there's this lesbian couple, Monique Coverson and Larissa Joseph. Now, one of them was stationed overseas in the nation of Kuwait, and they were, it was military and everything else, and everything went fine. After coming home, returned as a contractor. Well, now they are both in a Kuwaiti prison, having been found guilty of having 1 pound of marijuana. Now, here's the fun part. It carried a sentence of 20 to 25 years apiece. Now, here's where, now at first you think, oh, okay, whatever, they broke the law, they went to prison. Now, there's more to it, of course. On May 8th of 2015, their house was raided under suspicion of whatever, but they only found 1 ounce of a tobacco-like substance, and it was sent to Germany for testing and came back as legal tobacco. This, of course, Kuwait, it is legal to have tobacco, not legal to have marijuana. Okay, but here's the thing. Should have been dropped, right? You'd think. 8 months they serve. No lawyers, no family, nothing. They're still incarcerated. They haven't been let out. They know that, then all of a sudden, that's when it goes and gets changed from 1 ounce of legal tobacco into 1 pound of marijuana. Now, their defense lawyer has never been given any iota of what evidence was there. There's never been any, there's no way of understanding what's going on. They don't have any clue as to how this has happened other than it is suspected that, in fact, it's discrimination based upon the fact that it is a lesbian couple living in Kuwait. And it's probably very much so where they just wanted a bullshit reason to put them in prison and lock them in there. And they've gotten that, but the U.S. State Department has not spoken out about this. We haven't seen this covered on the news. Nothing. The only website that I have seen post anything about this has been a site called unicornbooty.com. I know. I have no idea, how much of validity this site has, but it does make me wonder, why is this story not being covered? And now, for the LGBT community, will you start to talk about this story, because it does need to be talked about, and at least find all the facts out. I'm not a news reporter. I'm just trying to share information. So, please, if you can find other articles about this story that tells some more details that can maybe help find out what's going on with these two women and try and get some answers for them, to where at least we have that. please do it. Please make sure you're sharing this video. Share the article at Unicorn Booty, and let's try and find some answers out for them, so this way at least we know, okay, if they're guilty and they really had the marijuana, okay, they're guilty, case closed, no big deal. But if they're being held because it's about discrimination against them for being lesbians, then why not at least just have the courtesy to say, okay, fine, you don't want lesbians legally being in your country, kick them out. Let them come home to America with a promise not to return. No harm, no foul. At least it's done. It's over. It's silly to sit there and say, okay, let's lock up people in a foreign prison where they have no access to their family, no access to their friends, no access to any legal recourse, because they have no idea of what the laws are in that part of the world. That just seems a little fucked up and a little suspicious to me. I would feel the same way in reverse if it was a Kuwaiti couple in our prison system. They had been over here and they didn't know the laws, and maybe a corrupt cop sets them up or something. I'd be suspicious of that too, and I'd be saying, hey, look, let us have our citizens back. If they can name a case like that, please, by all means, do it. Because I'm for justice for everybody, so it's not something where it's just, America, we get this exceptionalism. It's not about that. So anyone listening in Kuwait, please do not take it as me speaking out against your country. I'm sure there's plenty of wonderful people there. It's, we just want answers. We'd like them to be able to have the chance to be interviewed and to tell their side of the story and what really happened, and I think that's a fair thing to ask. Anyway, this is Jason signing off.